What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to the mobile gaming recap for the third week of April. Not a lot new on the global launch front, however, there is a storm of new titles on the way. We'll talk about all that and a little bit more. Once again, welcome back to the mobile gaming recap. Let's get into it. Let's start this video off with the biggest release of last week, Revue Starlight Relive, a brand new hero collector brought to you by the same exact team that brought you Valkyrie Connect. So this is a development team that has been around for a very long time. They have a brand new hero collecting platform in this title. So hopefully all of the successes and the failures of Valkyrie Connect, all of those lessons learned, hopefully translate into this title. And thus far, my very early impressions of this title are very positive. It avoided all of the whole re-roll madness. When you start this game, you get something called a newbie roll, and you can re-roll an infinite amount of times until you find the characters that you're looking for. Actually, let me talk about that for a second. At what point do you just give people a selector ticket? But whatever, I'm not gonna be too greedy. So that's that. The game doesn't have VIP. There's not a lot that you can spend money on this game. And one of my favorite things is that you don't have to worry about sweep tickets in this game. As long as you have stamina, you can sweep a stage if you 3-starred it. So a lot of these things are like little pitfalls that other hero collectors make. All of these things have been avoided here in Revue Starlight. As far as the actual characters are concerned, they are chibi, but they're not micro chibi. So they look good and they retain the detail, and they do look like they're 2D art, which is a plus for me. I can't stand it when games have 2D art that looks fantastic. You get into combat and they're all like these little pint-sized little, I hate it, I can't stand it. This game avoids it, not to mention the soundtrack, the vocals. I mean, this is a really solid title. I highly recommend giving this one a try. It is available on Android as well as iOS. Revue Starlight Relive. And right now, they have a Halloween event going on right dead smack in the middle of April. So if you missed Halloween and you want it a little bit sooner, you got Halloween right here in the summer. So check it out. This game is very nice. Also released last week was Metal Slug Infinity. Now, I'm not gonna really spend a lot of time on this one here. This is a brand new Metal Slug spin-off game in the idle format. So if you're into idle games and you're into Metal Slug, this might be something to look at. Right now, this game is getting absolutely torched in reviews, and I absolutely do not agree with it. There are so many people giving this game a 1-star review simply on the premise that it's not a normal traditional Metal Slug game, even though the game is very clear, letting people know that this is not your traditional Metal Slug. It's a spin-off. It's an idle game. It goes out of its way to kind of throw that in people's faces before they even download the game, before they get into the tutorial. Either way, people are still 1-star rating this. It's like going to a chicken sandwich fast food place and being mad that there's no hamburgers. Like, you know what I mean? It makes no sense. But like I said, I didn't really enjoy this title too much. I do like idle games, but I do not like the whole level up for a little while, reset to level 1, level up, reset to level 1, level. I don't really like that format. Some people do. I saw in my comment section that some people actually do prefer this format of idle game over the other. So if you like Metal Slug and you do like this style of idle game, go ahead and give it a try. It is available on iOS as well as Android. All right, so that will do it for all of the global launch titles released last week. Let's look ahead to the titles that are right around the corner, starting off with Overhit. So Overhit has officially launched in Australia as well as Canada. So this game is going to be doing one of those region soft launches. It's not available in the US or the EU, and it is region locked. So you might be able to find a way around it. I'm just gonna wait patiently. The game is going to be coming out in more regions. I'm totally fine with game companies doing soft launches because let's be honest, people would be really mad if the game just globally launched and they couldn't support all of the servers and the downtime and lag and bugs. So I'm totally fine with them doing like a little soft launch, and then a little bit later on, once they're comfortable with the title, releasing it in the US as well as the EU. So stay tuned for that one. I have plenty of other games to play, including Starlight. Go play that instead. So with a confirmed release date of May the 9th, a brand new action battle RPG called Eternal City is on the way. As far as I can tell, the combat looks pretty good and the artwork looks fantastic, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for this one. And as always, on May the 9th, when this game hits global launch, I will be there with the first impressions. So a title that I'm extremely excited to see making its way over to mobile, Forza Street, ladies and gentlemen, has been announced. There is no confirmed release date, but I am super excited about this one because this one is is brought to you by Turn 10, the same exact developer that brought you all of the other Forza. So the most recent Forza Horizon 4 was absolutely fantastic, so I hope they kind of ride that positive goodwill train over here to mobile to try to make the very best game they possibly can. Considering that they are a AAA developer, now I know that doesn't mean a lot right now because it's been mostly it's been mostly miss when it comes to AAA developers coming to mobile, but I'm pretty confident, like 75% confident in Turn 10. I'm trying to make a really good game for mobile, so let's see what happens. Forza Street on the way. So with a confirmed global release date for summer 2019, Magia Record has been announced, and I don't really know a lot about this game, but I thought I'd put it on your radar. FG, were you trying to clickbait? You trying to clickbait us? No, I'm not trying to clickbait. Here it is, Mario Kart Tour, ladies and gentlemen. The beta has been announced, and you can sign up for the beta right now. Go down in the description of this video. I have the links for Mario Kart right there for you. Sign up for the beta. The beta is slated to start on May the 22nd and is going to run till June 4th. So this title is on the way, brought to you by Nintendo. Cannot wait. This is going to be a super high profile title. I just hope, the only thing I hope is that, number one, it's to the quality of like the console versions of Mario Kart, and number two, that it's in landscape. Please make it landscape, or allow it to go portrait and landscape. I just really hope that it's not a portrait racer, kind of like an endless runner or anything like that. I just want a traditional Mario Kart experience with good loading times and online play. And this game is gonna take over the world. So looking forward to it. Make sure you guys sign up. I'll be there. See you then. One more thing, no iOS. This beta is only for Android. Sorry about that. Continue on. So speaking of betas, let's talk about an alpha. Smite Blitz is now an alpha and you can test it yourself. Just like Mario Kart, if you go down in the description below, I have a link there. You can sign up for the alpha and instantly play. You don't have to wait for like a code or anything like that. Sign up, you can play immediately. I will be covering this game in the next couple of days, and I don't want to I don't want to give you guys any spoilers just yet. So the game is out, give it a try. Stay tuned for my video in the next couple of days. So over in general gaming news, it's been announced that Disney is interested in buying Nexon. So whatever you want to think about Nexon when it comes to opening and closing games, Disney is very interested in Nexon, which I assume has to do with the fact that they already have a preset framework when it comes to launching and supporting mobile games. So if you want to get knee deep into mobile and you don't want to have to build all the architecture from scratch, you just buy a company. And Nexon, for whatever you want to say about Nexon, they know how to launch and support mobile games when they're doing well. So we'll see what happens. Disney's not the only company interested in Nexon. Tencent's interested in Nexon, EA, Amazon, Comcast. There are a lot of companies looking to buy Nexon. So that basically means what I can see is that there's a lot of companies out there taking mobile extremely serious, and they're trying to jump in fast and hard, and buying Nexon is an easy way to get up a leg up on all the competition, because a lot of these other AAA developers are on their way to mobile, but they're basically gonna have to start from scratch. If you buy a company like Nexon, you already have years and years of experience in architecture and framework, and you can just kind of hit the ground running. So let's see what happens. I'm interested to see what Nexon looks like with the IP of Disney, as well as the funding of Disney. That could be pretty amazing. So Nexon might be bought by Disney. Sounds pretty interesting. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. So speaking of Nexon, Grand Crest will be shut down on June the 20th. This game has nothing to do with Nexon, but you guys know what I'm talking about. This game was brought to you by Bandai. It was not up very long at all. I did give this game a try. The IP that it came from wasn't really well known, but I did enjoy the characters. It was just like the daily gameplay loop that burned me out really quickly, and you guys hear me talk about the daily gameplay loop a lot. That can just basically tank a game and kind of drain any type of drive to make you want to play the game every single day. So unfortunately, I was not alone. I guess a lot of people also felt that way. So this game will be shut down on June the 20th, 2019. Rest in peace, Record of Grand Crest War Quartet Conflict. Alright, so that will do it for all of the global launch releases and future releases. It's time to end the video off as we always do with the quick hits. Epic 7 with a Guilty Gear collaboration. It's now live. The servers were a little wonky last night. I have reinstalled the game because I want to use my bookmarks to see if I can get lucky. So stay tuned to that video a little bit later. Like I said, the servers aren't super stable, so I'm going to wait till it kind of flows out a little bit, and then I'm going to test my luck to see if I can get some of these Guilty Gear characters and see if that reinvigorates my love for Epic 7. So that is that. So if you like collabs, we got all kinds of collabs going on with this episode of the Mobile Gaming Recap. Destiny Child, ladies and gentlemen, has a collaboration with Kimono Friends. Now, unfortunately, the rollout of this collaboration has been less than stellar. Now, if you guys remember, I gave Destiny Child some of my highest marks when it comes to free-to-play titles on mobile, but it looks like in one fell swoop, they've taken away all of the goodwill, all of the free-to-play goodwill in one single collaboration event. So a couple of highlights or lowlights, if you want to call it that. So in the JP version, all of the collaboration characters are in one single banner. In the global version, they have all been separated in an individual banner. The rates are extremely low. They have also added event daily quests, which require you to spend crystals. It's just been a mess all the way around, and the community is not very happy with this event. If you guys need more money, lower the price of the Devil Pass. Lower the price of the Devil Pass. I assure you, I will at least buy it. I'm a light spender, and I don't find the need to spend money in Destiny Child because either it's super free to play or it's too expensive. There has to be some type of middle ground. So hopefully the message gets across to the developers on this one that you can't, if you need money, you gotta do it in a better way. This ain't it, Chief. Destiny Child still, though, has a collaboration going on, so maybe you want to give it a try. I don't know. So let's keep the collab train rolling with Azura Lane with a Kazuna AI collaboration currently going on as well. Also, Darkness Rises has a collaboration currently going on with Samurai Showdown. Now, Darkness Rises is an action RPG where you create your own character, so you don't get the Samurai Showdown characters or skins, but it's still pretty much the same thing. So really solid title. I'm thinking about going back to this one very soon. And trying not to be left behind, Star Ocean has a collaboration going on with Valkyrie Profile of all things, and looking ahead slightly in the future, they have a planned collaboration with Guilty Gear as well. So Star Ocean is trying its best to get back into the rotation of gacha game players everywhere, it seems. And last but not least, the collaboration that I am most excited for, Dragalia Lost and Fire Emblem Lost Heroes, ladies and gentlemen. This collaboration is slated to hit on the 26th. The characters have been announced, as well as a brand new defensive style game mode, which I am super excited for. I was kind of tired of doing the whole like boss raid thing, so this is going to be a very nice change of pace. So join me in Dragalia Lost on the 26th, or you actually might want to start now to start building up some of those weapons. But anyway, that will do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is another episode of the Mobile Gaming Recap. You know how we got to end this video off. Instagram and Twitter.